Gathering resources, the gardener's mindset. 9 golden tips to abundant gardening. Some people think gardening is an expensive hobby, but it needn't be. If you think creatively, you can enhance your gardening with very little outlay, and this is where we consider what resources will come in handy. In this video, I take a look at acquiring abundant resources from the environment around us. Growing medium. Obviously, you can't grow anything without a medium. I see many gardeners shelling out hundreds of pounds a year on buying peat and compost. Whilst it has its place, and mainly I see it as useful for when you are growing from seed and you want to be able to correctly identify and differentiate your intended plants from weeds. Most of the time I simply use garden soil, and that means acquiring enough soil and dirt from as many free sources as possible. In a previous video I showed how I sift soil to acquire it for growing purposes from my alleyway. I've gathered over 5 metric tons, worth well over £1,000 in equivalent compost if bought from garden centres. Outdoor buckets and containers. If you live in a concrete jungle, you're going to need some containers, and these buckets come in really handy because of their useful size. The round ones can be bought from some Morrison's supermarkets when they package up 8 buckets for 99p, making them a real bargain. Always be on the lookout for large plastic containers for outdoor planting. It doesn't have to cost you much, if anything at all. Outdoor pots. Outdoor pots come in all shapes and sizes. You'll grow and show your plants in these, so save them and reuse them, and always be on the lookout to obtain more. These come freely available from a wide variety of sources if you keep your eyes open for them. Food packaging plastics. Food packaging plastics are excellent for recycling in a gardening context. Rather than just sending it straight to the recycling bin, reusing it in support of your gardening increases its usefulness and saves you money. Chicken and meat trays can be used as water trays when raising seedlings. You could also do direct plantings into them if they are more unusual in shape. Yogurt pots are ideal for growing plants from seed. Some you can invert to make mini greenhouses, so you can give your seedlings an earlier start to the season. And plastic bottles have a multitude of uses, including being cut to make mini outdoor greenhouses or cloches, or for air layering plants. Larger plastics. I'm always on the lookout for larger plastics. When I see something, I'm always thinking about whether it could be used as a container or a cloche. It's amazing what some people throw away. One man's junk really is another man's treasure. In one of my previous videos, I show how to cut these 19-litre water cooler bottles to make fantastic mini greenhouses. These fit perfectly over my round buckets to protect new plants from seed or propagating stick cuttings. This square container will make a fantastic planter. This large container is one of the branded really useful boxes. It was absolutely filthy when I found it, and it took me an hour to give it a proper and thorough clean, but it is in perfect condition. If I don't put holes in it, I can use this for indoor plantings using compost. This blue crate is also in perfect condition and is extremely durable. This I can put to a wide variety of uses. This large bucket is the inner bucket of a large indoor pedal bin. After a quick clean, this was found to be in perfect condition and is ideal for planting a tree, which is exactly what I did after recording this shot. I planted a fig tree, which I want in future years to mature into a fruiting tree. Plant supports. This is a bamboo cane screen. It was left neatly by the side of a road. I walked on by it for a couple of days until I thought it might be useful and picked it up. And boy was it a find. This thing had, by the time I had unpicked the canes out of it, 256 4-foot straight bamboo canes in it. These are absolutely perfect for supporting so many of my plants. I used these canes to support my tomatoes, runner beans, fuchsias and my soft fruits last year. Wood and pallet wood. Wood, and in particular pallet wood, is a fantastic building material and it is freely available. Once you start seeking it out, it becomes easy to come by. You may have seen some of my other videos where I have built a few garden projects using pallet wood, proving that making things to enhance your gardening processes needn't be expensive. Glass is a new item on my list of desirable acquisitions, in particular sheet glass. This is because it is such a useful greenhouse and cloche material to build around. Put together with wood from pallets, you can build useful sized mini greenhouses and cloches which can let sunlight in and keep the cold and pests out. It is surprising how many useful pieces of glass get discarded which can form the basis of high quality facilities with a little imagination. For example, this discarded fold-in shower screen will make an excellent retractable greenhouse sunroof. Lastly, gathering your own seeds. Buying seeds is an extremely expensive and inefficient way to garden. Gathering your own seeds builds your skills and allows you to propagate in abundance year after year. Seeds can not only be acquired directly from your own growing plants, but also from shop-bought foods such as tomatoes, peppers, squashes and legumes, all of which will readily grow in the UK's summer climate. That's all from me for now. Do you gather resources for your gardening habit? And if so, what do you look out for? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.